Good morning, Brian, to you and to all your listeners. And yes, I have been patiently waiting and listening to your calls. You're very inquisitive, and I appreciate that about you. Your conversations are good, so here.
Well, appreciate that. There's lots to converse about, as you can appreciate. Are you out in? I assume are you out in your district?
I am indeed. I'm here in Bay Roberts, where I live, and but I just wanted to call in again and just to extend a sincere thank you to all of the volunteer firefighters and as well as the Avalon North Wolverine Search and Rescue and every volunteer throughout the district of Harbour Grace Portagrave who have come forward to help with our neighbouring constituents, of course, in the neighbouring district where the fires are happening along the CBN North Shore. As we know, the past month, really, ultimately, it's been, everybody's been on edge with these wildfires. And again, I can't say enough about the volunteer firefighters in my district. Every department here, Harbour Grace Brigade, Upper Island Cove Fire Department, as well as Spaniards Bay Tilton Department, and of course the Bay Roberts Fire Rescue, as well as Bay de Grave, and many more have been involved. The search and rescue are coordinating, all the traffic and the roadblocks and everything that's happening down there. They're still down there assisting. I spoke with the coordinator just yesterday about that. They've been there from the start. They're still there. So, and again, I can't emphasize enough gratitude. Its words just simply do not justify the gratitude that we all feel. Because, Brian, as you can appreciate, we all sleep easier at night knowing that these men and women are there to answer the call 24/7, whether it's fire, whether it's any kind of emergency, highway traffic accidents, you name it, they're there. And, of course, not only during the times of emergency, they are there year-round to help out with all community events that are happening, whether it be fundraising, Santa Claus parades, you name it. They are there. They're the heart and soul. I always say they are the most courageous volunteers in the world. And so my heart goes out to them. And I'm also very pleased to announce that all the departments in my district, Harbour Grace Portagrave, will be receiving the wildland coveralls, which are, as we know, these are the equipment that equip them better to maneuver for a wildfires as opposed to the bunker gear, the traditional bunker gear. So each department here in Harbour Grace Portagrave will receive 6 sets of those coveralls, and that's appreciated. But I say every bit of support that we can get for our volunteer firefighters is certainly welcomed, and it's deserving. So again, hats off to them, and thank you so much for everything that they continue to do.
Yeah, I don't think really people, it's like anything. People are going to have difficulties grasping this unless they are physically on the ground. I mean, we hear the reports until you see it, and we're being very careful with video and photographs for now, of course, because some people may not have had a chance to see their properties yet. But just I don't need to tell you, you're out there and you're talking to people. It's your neck of the woods and your neck of the burnt woods.
It's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. And those people, what they're going through, like literally, they've lost. There are some who've lost everything. I spent time down at the evacuation center when it was first established in Pursalvik, just down in that district near Salmon Cove in Victoria, the school, and talking to those people. I mean, they were displaced. They had nowhere to go, and thankfully, volunteers came together, and of course, they had shelter. And even their pets were accommodated. I was happy to see that. I'm an animal lover. And of course you can imagine, but unfortunately there are people who weren't able to save their pets. And the reports of livestock that have been impacted and have lost their lives. I mean, it's just heartbreaking, the stories. But I can't imagine. But that said though, Brian, amid all the wildfires, there was a close call actually in Spaniards Bay, which is in my district. It's my hometown where I grew up. And a fire broke out that started. It's believed to have started in the graveyard. I think with a glass bulb.
Was this the one, Pam, just a week or so ago, where it just happened out of the blue, and on top of everything else, seemed like, they were quickly been able to action that one?
Absolutely,
right,
that is. It was a few weeks ago now, I guess. I guess about 2 weeks ago. It's hard to keep track of the timeline because it seems it's been a very frustrating, very stressful blur for a lot of people. But yes, a fire broke out and it got big and it very quickly. But thank God the Spaniards Bay Department, along with neighboring departments, they responded immediately. They were there, and of course, with the aerial response, they were able to extinguish that fire pretty quickly. It could have been very bad, very fast, and the flames were huge. I mean, it was a big fire, but thank God they were there, and they were able to put that out, and there were no no homes impacted, and obviously thank God there haven't been no lives lost during any of these fires, which is ultimately the most important thing. But again, I just can't say enough about them, and but it's good to see that they're getting this new equipment. The Premier announced that I think it was $100,000 for these new sets of gears for all the departments that were involved. But I have talked to them and thank you. And now I do want to change gears quickly. As we know, we're coming into the long weekend, and Monday is Labor Day. And I'm the Minister for Labour. So I just want to thank all workers across Newfoundland and Labrador for their significant contributions to our economy here in this province. So I wish everybody a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. It's been a warm summer, as we know, and I think kids they're heading back to school as well next week. So I hope everybody enjoys a nice, safe and happy weekend, and hats off to a good school year.
Yeah, I echo all of that. I'll let you go on that. It just as far as the fires go, though, Pam, if there's one thing that's come out of this, it's the experience of it. This is not like anything we've really experienced as far as these weather events. And, we're all prepping and worrying about what hurricane seasons are going to look like. And lo and behold, before we even get there, this hits us, which, we've had forest fires before, but this, everyone I think agrees, this is on a different level. And,
we've never seen this. I mean, we know this happens in Alberta, but it looks like with climate change and what we're seeing, we have to prepare. I mean, what we've seen happen this past summer, this is going to change the way we see, plan for infrastructure, the way we plan for budgets, the way we plan for equipment. And as the response and the support that's going to come out of this to help those people rebuild.
Just a little, like the thing you mentioned, the little things that we're learning. Glass in a cemetery. Who would have thought, right? I mean, all these little, and then of course the new outfits for as you said, they'll be outfitted. The fire department, the volunteer firefighters, getting all of that. These are all, reactionary, yes, because we haven't really had to deal with these kinds of things before. But it's a learning experience too, and we're going to have to get used to it.
Absolutely. And if I could conclude on this note, if we're here in the district, as we know, it is construction season, and I'm pleased to say we will be getting new paving on Route 70 through Spaniards Bay. So just a respectful reminder to motorists to watch for those employees who will be conducting this work. As well, I'm happy to say we just got the Holy Redeemer School has been painted.
Yes.
And it's nice fresh coat of paint. And so there's some work happening all around the district. So it is that small window that we have for construction season, but it is happening. And I'm always advocating for pavement across the entire district. Of course, that's a very important part of being an MHA. Mm-hmm. I think pavement and healthcare are among the very top priorities that people want to talk about.
Those two things, right? Chalk and cheese. But let's face it, it's real life.
Absolutely. Yep. So again, have a nice, safe weekend, everyone. And again, thank you so much to our workers across Newfoundland and Labrador. I think everywhere Newfoundlanders and Labradorians go across the country, whether it's for work, we have that reputation of being very hard, quality workers. So hats off to them. Have a safe Labor Day, everyone. And Brian, I look forward to speaking with you again in the future.
Thank you so much, Pam Parsons, the Liberal MHA for Harbour, Grace, Port de Grave, Labour Minister, of course. Shout out for the Labor Day weekend. Thanks, Pam. Anytime.